live family prayer. Bruce is here in spirit and in person, but unfortunately his voice is gone. So he's here just to support. And it's piety this week, teaching about piety. So what is piety? It's reverence or ability to act with humility in God's presence. The cool thing about our faith is there's tons of symbols and things around that direct us towards reverence. And we do certain acts when we walk into the church, you know, the sign of the cross, the baptism water, and then genuflect, things like that. One idea is to build your own altar at home. And we don't mean like get a big piece of wood out and things like that. You can do something simple as just getting a little cross, maybe put it on like a little stand, or just build a little altar in your home, maybe with a candle and things like that, to kind of bring you to focus. And a little light, right? It kind of helps us draw in your attention and give reverence to what the sacrifice Jesus has given us, and things like that. And I know for myself and for my children that set an example is the best way to teach how to be reverent, and things like that. So kids kind of pick up on what you do and how you say and talk and things like that. So it brings me back to the food for the soul. I know when I get less patient or upset or angry, I know it's time to feed my soul. Just like we got to feed our stomachs with food to keep energy, to keep up, you got to feed your soul. And so praying out loud, or pray in those times where you're feeling less patience and anger and things like that. Pope Francis taught that gift of piety makes us grow in our relation and communion with God, and to lead us to live as his children. At the same time, it helps us to pour this love also on others, and to recognize them as brothers and sisters. So I think our church is our family, and the Eucharist is our meal. So come together at the altar, come together at your altar at your house to help encourage each other and show reverence to the gift that we've been given in our faith, and to each other. I'd ask if Bruce had anything to add, but he's not able to.
Of course I do.
I'm sure he'd love to. But that's kind of what our mission is this week, is to teach piety to each other and show respect and reverence to each other. And if it's a hard thing to do, like the laundry, give it up in prayer. That's also a great example of when you're in distress or just frustrated. Give it up to prayer. If it's for homework for your kids, if it's for the chores, if it's whatever the case may be, give it up to prayer.
Being sick,
give it up to prayer. So thank you for listening, and our mission here is to go to heaven and don't go alone. So have a great week.